Ooh, okay, so this is part three of just little management consulting sound bites. Lots of people have asked for information or feedback as I've gone through my 25 years of management consulting, and I just follow the same format. I tell you a little story, I tell you my analysis of it, and then try to give you some street smart tips on how you can deal with it going forward. This one's a little bit different in that it's a technical item, and I'm really, really hopeful because I'm not going to use diagrams or anything, but I'm really hopeful that this is going to help some of you who perhaps are grappling with some of the, I don't know, some of the BS that's out there at the moment. So I'm going to talk to you around how a customer experience journey map then corresponds all the way through to a financial number. I'm going to try to do it in, I don't know, 8 minutes. All right, so a customer journey map. Ding, 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 ding. It is the customer journey map. Journey map. So essentially what you're doing is acting like a cartographer, and you're putting your shoes or your feet in the shoes of a customer, and then without judgment but with an enormous amount of bravery, you go in and you experience whatever the service or the offering is from the organisation. And the most important part of that is that you pretend to be a stranger towards the organisation. So you're not polluted with best effort and middle management grief and the crazy person who goes, "But we love them." No, you don't. Like, it's not you don't care, but it's just clouds. It's not useful at this point of the game. What you want to do is put on your bravery pants, and then you're looking at it going, "Well, this is a bit rubbish. This is a bit rubbish. This is amazing." And what you're doing is, as you're leaning in and experiencing what the offering is from beginning to end, is that you're getting a sense of this thing called front of house. So front of house are all the people in your organisation who meet a customer in any form, whether it's, people, touch points, contact centers, salespeople, whatever, all right? They're front of house. Imagine them as front of house. Then there's a whole lot of systems that are also front of house, like websites, contact me forms, all that type of malarkey, right? Imagine it like a shell that sits across the top of your organisation and is influencing the feelings and the intention and the success of your customers or clients, citizens, whatever it is. Then there's this other group who are behind the scenes who are helping the front of house deliver said service in a way that is nice. So back of house might be finance, corporate services, all these ones. Now, if you could visualize, on one hand, you've got this journey map, happy, sad, this sucks, and bit more complicated, but you sort of get this sentiment feeling towards the whole experiences. And then you can visualize how the business is lining up or responding, posturing up, we sometimes call it, to give the optimal, smoothest experience for the customers. And then behind it, there's all these back of house folks. Now, the back of house folks and the front of house folks have functions. So for those of you in the analysis world, this is where your functional decomp instrument becomes really important. You might have subroutines and you do process maps, and then we start look at other controlling things like job descriptions and culture, all these other elements that kick off. But the back of house and the front of house would then be imaginarily, let's make that word up, imaginarily, will have a cost to deliver that service or function. So for those of you who have been a bit underwhelmed by architecture, you're going to the wrong schools. Right? I'll just say that, because architecture will look at IT systems and all that stuff in terms of fit for purpose, and then also propensity for risk and all that type of stuff. But let's just go back to the finance. Front of house, back of house, finance. How much does it cost to deliver this service? And that's actually a pretty easy thing to pull together. So you can look at it, you can look at how many people, you make some judgments, do some formulas, go this person for this function that may or may not match an org chart. This person, costs, I don't know, this costs 100 grand. And you can start to decompose your organisation against how much it costs to deliver it. But then you can also sandwich up how successfully you are delivering a service to said customer. Are they happy with the service? Are they getting what they need from the service? And are you paying enough of with your people? So this sandwich effect, held together by this thin layer of experience in between, is actually a commercially viable solution. And it sort of just, it ravels through all this like confusing BS people put in, and they're like, we could never make this connection. They just haven't been trained, right? It is absolutely easy, straightforward to make a connection between and customer experience, how much it costs. All right. Um, See, I just wanted to share that because I do sometimes get a bit frustrated when I'm talking to analysts and or they've been doing courses and I don't know. It just seems all a bit like shallow in terms of what we're teaching people. It's a really, really important part of how we help change and evolve business. And that's it. That's it. My observation, my thoughts, 3 steps to go forward. Oh, you could also get trained on Zachman or, I don't know, like a mainstream architectural um, theory. You can get coached, you can hire me, you can hang out with proper architects, anything to be able to teach you how to do this stuff and be really, really valuable to your organisations. That's it for me. I'm losing interest in doing these, but got to keep going. I've said I'm going to do a bunch of them. Bye.